You won't leave your boyfriend alone or your situationship or that other girl boyfriend alone because you're too scared to literally be alone. So then you find yourself putting up with whatever, going through hell and high waters just to be able to keep this man. When you look back at the relationship, you know, you don't really feel like he's done much for you. He hasn't really made you that happy. But you're staying because you don't want to see him with other people. You're staying because you don't want to be alone. You're staying because you want a boyfriend. Like, it's just not that deep. It's not that deep. If you ask me, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk to another girl, fine. If you feel like, oh, I'm gonna die if I'm alone, well, you were born alone. Did you die? Like, no. So what's the difference? Like, you do not need people. I mean, you do need people, but you do not need people to satisfy you to that extent. Like, you should not be comfortable with taking whatever from somebody just to say that you have somebody, because you are somebody and you are worth something. Like, you're worth everything. And if somebody cannot see that worth in you, then they're just, you know what I'm saying? It's raps. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? If you don't believe that you're worth something, how are they supposed to believe that you're worth something? If you don't feel like, I don't have to take up for you and put up with none of yours, how are they supposed to feel like, well, she doesn't have to take this? She knows she can find a better nigga. She knows that, you know what I'm saying, if she feels like she don't want to be here, then she don't got to. You have to make yourself believe that, like, you will be okay without that person no matter what. You will be okay with being alone. You will, you know what I'm saying, just wait on God. Like, don't nobody want to do that no more. Don't nobody want to wait on God. Everybody want to jump the gun, then get mad when the gun shoots at them. But nobody told you to jump the gun in the first place, babe. Like, why are you sitting here rushing a man? Don't rush a man. Like, God is going to do his thing. I trust. I promise. I know this. Like, he's going to do his thing. He's going to send you whatever it is that you're looking for. And I know that you're not looking for that man who cheats on you and cusses at you and cusses you out and calls you bitches and hoes and things of that nature is not your soulmate, babe. Not. And you don't want to stick with a man like that, because before you know it, you will be like 30, 40, 50 years old, not married, 3, 4 kids, and he's still out here doing whatever he want to do. You want to be her? No. Nobody wants to be her. I don't care what nobody say. All girls want to be put up. All girls want to be taken care of. All girls want to feel like, you know, oh, you know, my man got it. Like, I ain't worried about that. Even if you got it, it's not the point. You want him to have it. You know what I'm saying? So why would you want to keep jumping that gun instead of waiting on God to send somebody like that? You want to stick around with this nigga who treats you bad, or just be a serial talker to her, and you talk to niggas who are just bad people. Like, why? Get out of that cycle. You have the power to break cycles. Like, you do not have to stay in a place where you are not loved, aren't appreciated. You can stop. Like, you just have to be ready to stop. And some people don't be ready to stop. They be wanting to go back to trade on. They be wanting to go back to trade on. No matter how evil and vindictive and nasty trade on is, they gonna always go back to trade on. And I support it. I ain't gonna lie. I support it because eventually you will hate trade on. And eventually you will be like, trade on was really the worst mistake I could have ever made my whole life. And you'll leave and you'll be like, you know what, if I gotta be alone, I'll be alone. It beats being with you and letting you mistreat me and letting you do me any kind of way. Like, it beats that. It beats tolerating things that I know I shouldn't and don't want to tolerate. It beats being embarrassed. It beats being abused and being manipulated. It just beats it. Like, it's nothing like keeping your peace and being to yourself. It's nothing like it. Like, if you find more peace in you because you love you and you're comfortable with you, than you will someone else, because they have to like learn you and learn how to love you, and that can take forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather be by myself like I am now. I'd rather be by myself alone, kicking it by myself, doing things my way, whenever I want to, however I want to, whoever I want to do that with, than be in a place or a situation where I can't do those things, or you know what I'm saying, I have to move a certain way. Like, I don't like that. Like, yeah. A nigga is never worth your peace. Your friends are never worth your peace. Your family is never worth your peace. They're not worth your mental health. They're not worth, like, they're just not worth it. Like, it's just not that deep. It's so many other people out here. It's so many other, it's a world out here, y'all. Like, just go live. Go live. If you're my age or younger, or maybe even slightly older, we're all still too young to be putting up with the shit that we go through. If that nigga not talking about marrying you and putting you up and, you know what I'm saying, like, being your personal, like, Superman, what you sticking around for? Like, what do you get out of this? You don't even get nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. So not only are you taking bullshit, but you're getting nothing out of the deal. That's bad. Like, that's not cute. That's not it. Yeah. It's okay to be alone. You don't gotta take up for that nigga. You don't gotta. So, like, he'll be okay. Will he do it for you? Exactly. He wouldn't do it for you. So why are you doing it for him? Exactly. Get up, dust yourself off, put on your best dress, put on your favorite makeup, do your hair, go outside and tell yourself, I can be alone. You'll thank me later.